Hello everyone, my name is B-Mark, and today in this video I'll show some different fixes for issues regarding this new Tomodachi Life game. Alright, and if you haven't seen my video on how to play Tomodachi Life using Ryubing Emulator, I'll put a link right now in the I button, and also I'll put a link in the description below so you can check that out. Alright, so yeah, don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and let's get started. Well, the first issue is downloading the Ryubing Emulator. A lot of people in the comments on my last video saying that they cannot download Ryubing Emulator. The website was showing a login screen. So for now, I can see that this issue has been fixed. So if you now go ahead and click on the canary releases, as you can see, the issue has been fixed. So you can start your download again. Still, I'll put some direct links of the Ryubing Emulator in the description below if again this website goes down, so you can check it from the description. But anyway, you can just download it from this website again. This website is up and running. Alright, so the next issue that I've seen is that this preferred GPU area is blank. So if you go to the Ryubing settings under the graphics tab, this area is completely blank. Now to fix this issue is that you have to update your GPU driver. I'm using AMD GPU, or if you're using NVIDIA or Intel, make sure you update your GPU driver. Just search on YouTube. There is a lot of guides on YouTube on how to update your GPU driver. Watch that and update your GPU drivers. And then you will see your GPU in here. Alright, so the next common issue that I have seen is that the game is just crashing. So either as soon as you start the game just crashes, or after you played for a bit 5-6 minutes, then the game crashes. So for this, we'll follow some steps. So the number one step is make sure you are using the latest Ryubing Canary build. I have already shown you in the previous section that Ryubing Canary website is back up again, so you can download the latest build. And make sure you are on the Canary build, else in any other build, this will not work. The game will not run at all. So yeah, make sure you are on the latest Ryubing Canary build. The next very important part is to check your system specification. If your system cannot handle the game will not run. Doesn't matter whatever emulator version you are using. So as you can see, this is my system spec. So this is my GPU and this is my CPU, Ryzen 5 5600X. And I have 16 gigs of RAM. This is a pretty good system to run emulation, switch emulation. So make sure you check your system specification. If you need a decent enough gaming PC to emulate a switch game. And on the GPU side, you need at least minimum like RTX 2060, RTX 3060, at least minimum you need, with minimum 16 gigs of RAM you need in order to run Tomodachi Life with Ryubing on your PC. If you're using like a very old like Intel CPU with like an integrated GPU on it, like an Intel USD GPU, the game might not work at all. You can try out, but I don't think the game will work at all. So yeah, make sure you check your system specification first and make sure the system is at least decently capable enough to run the game. Next, on the graphics setting, try it out with resolution scale with 720p. Sometimes setting it to native resolution fixes a lot of crashing issues. So yeah, make sure you are using first native resolution and see if the game is working for you. Okay, so the next is a very small issue, but how do you sync up the clock with the game? Because this game uses a real-time clock actually. To sync up the clock with this game, you go into option, you go to setting, you go to the system, and in here you will see an option called match system time. Just click on this, click on OK, and then try the game, and you will see the game is using your system clock settings. Okay, so the next issue is with controls. So as you can see, I have selected all keyboards here with Pro controller. Now what I suggest is that you manually remap all of this button. That will be much better. You can see button for all these things like plus, minus, ZL, ZR. Another issue I have seen with this is that can you use mouse in this game? Actually, Ryubing doesn't support mouse control, or more like mouse panning, like moving the camera with the mouse. Ryubing doesn't support that. But in the game, you can use your mouse to like click on the game screen and do certain functionality like a touch screen control, but you can control the camera with the mouse. To control the camera with the mouse, you have to use your keyboard or your controller for it. Alright, so the next issue I have seen is different graphical glitches that are appearing when running Tomodachi Live. So to fix those issues, normally if you're using an AMD or NVIDIA GPU, you will not have many of these graphical issues. If you're using an Intel GPU, I know there will be a lot of graphical issues if you're using an Intel GPU. So yeah, if you're using AMD or NVIDIA, you should not see much of the graphical issues. If you are still experiencing some graphical issues like near the grass area of the game, well, for that you just have to wait for further emulator updates to fix those issues. For now, as I have seen, no emulator settings can actually fix those graphical issues, so you have to just wait for further emulator updates. Alright, so that is it for some of the fixes for many of the common issues that are appearing when running Tomodachi Live using Ryubing Emulator. So if you have come this far, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!